we had an amazing, interesting experience in the last half year, and we could see. I think we could learn the rhythm of the pandemic, of the closing, of the quarantine coming out. We see behavior of consumer with a rush coming out. It's kind of a way of how they respond to the pandemic, and I think through a global operation, we kind of learned first from China how they dealt first at the beginning, January, February, coming into March, and then it moved to the West. And so I think if I look towards the Q3 and Q4, we could be slightly optimistic. We kind of learned how this works. And if you have an agility operation, and if you have an operation that works in 90 countries, you can balance between the areas like you said. I can say that if we look into the revenue and the business in June of this year, it was at the same level of June of 19. So you could see how people are pushing business to come back, and operations are learning to adjust to the new limitations that we are all facing.
So what kind of strength are you seeing in terms of the recovery, especially when it comes to the Chinese market? Because you did single out China in your report, saying how there is that first in, first out advantage. Could you put that into numbers for somehow?
So indeed, if you look, we have two strong pillars on our global level, which is really overachieving, if I may say. On the numbers, that will be the Asia would be the number one, which is slightly above last year by 2%, and then also the North American operation. Each one is dealing differently with the pandemic, of course, but you see the culture impact, the ability of the power of the economy to come out of the pandemic, and business to operate. Take into account that for months. In Europe, for example, starting in the middle of March, going fully April, only the beginning of May start to open the markets, clinics to open. People were staying at home. And so without having business for that period of time, it's really about how resilient you are in order to recover and keep intact your operation. And I think on Sisram, with its Alma operation, we managed to protect our people, protect our operation, continue to work as much, let the operation, the production lines to work. And I think we kind of saw this also from our shareholders, Fosun Pharma, which is a pharmaceutical company, which continued to work under limitation of regulation, of course, in China while pandemic was outbreaking.